thanks for coming in.
All right, Phil, not a problem.
Thank you. Look, I just wanted to go through a couple of questions with you, if that's okay, just to show what your experience was like with Peter Fitzgerald's real estate.
Happy to do that.
So we sold your property over at 7 Beater Street in Unanderra. Yep. How did you hear about Peter Fitzgerald's real estate?
I did some talking around, and the feedback that I got about your approach to selling it was very positive. Including you, there were five agents in total.
Okay, yep. So why did you decide to choose us at Peter Fitzgerald Real Estate?
The thing that impressed me about Peter Fitzgerald was that you were well planned.
Yep.
You were very professional. You'd done all your homework. You knew all about the place. You knew all about the council regulations associated with it. As I said, the price was very competitive, and I basically just liked the way you handled yourself.
Can I ask what the 5 figures were, like the 5 appraisal figures that you got through from all agents? What were they?
Well, I'll give you the range. Agent 1, he was looking at about $499 to $550. And he said if we got $550, we should consider ourselves lucky. Yep. It then ranged up to about $600. The other 3 ranged in that up to the $600 range. Yours was a bit more than that. It was a pretty big range of valuations. Yep. And it varied from the fact that some viewed it as a residential, and that was the main focus of it. Yep. Or a number of the others viewed it as a development site, and that was the best way to market it.
So that's why you feel that there was such a variance, because there was people...
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah,
I think, we looked at other houses around the area on smaller blocks and that, and they were selling around about, one's comparable to my mother's, was selling around about that price. So I thought his pricing was probably pretty good for a residential place, but my feeling all along was it was more akin to a development.
It's basically looking at its best use, right? Yeah. Did we do everything that we said that we would do when we said we would do it?
Absolutely.
What would your advice be to other home sellers that are thinking about putting their property on the market?
Wollongong at the moment is a very competitive market, and agents are very enthusiastic about wanting to sell properties. My feeling all along was that it was not so much things like price, although price is important, but it was the professionalism of the people involved, and it was the fact that they could outline a plan to sell the house. So all along the way, I knew what was happening. I knew what would happen initially, how you'd come to a price. Then how the marketing would take place, and then if there were offers, I was kept well informed by yourself about those offers. So this is part of the professionalism. Price was important, but it wasn't the be all and end all. I had to feel confident that what I was doing for my mother was what she would want, and also was something that was going to maximise her opportunities. And finally, the fact that you came in and you'd done all your homework, you'd looked at all the council regulations, you'd looked at the block, and you could present to us a plan about how you were going to put this to people who were interested in buying it.
So you said that the offers ranged between sort of $499 and $600. What did we quote you?
You quoted me $720,000.
Okay.
As the top range.
As the top range.
You gave me a range which I thought, well, it certainly was what I felt reflected the value of the place, but probably the upper end was a little bit more than the price that I was expecting.
And can you tell everyone that would be watching this video exactly what it sold for?
It's sold for $726,500.
Big difference.
An enormous difference. An enormous difference.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for coming in today and presenting to us and obviously to the viewers. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the opportunity.
My pleasure, Phil.
Excellent.